It is that time of the year once again. When glowing garlands of red, green, and gold sparkle through the sheets of night and soot. A kaleidoscopic flurry of handmade stars adorn the city and frame the main thoroughfares. They blink, they shine, they dance. It is the season for families to be together. The comfort of quality time, the joy of giving, the cheer of the Christmas holiday spirit. And under a blanket of stars, out in the open, busy streets of Metro Manila, children restless with excitement and anticipation. Families stand along the concrete, waiting, watching, perhaps remembering. They wait and watch the Christmas display come to life, as they did the year before and many, many moons ago by their own parents. Each year is different from the last, a different animated wonderland. And each year they all huddle in anticipation, watching. The children's faces are filled with wonder and amusement, while their parents' eyes glow with warm nostalgia. This is a story of a Filipino Christmas tradition. A tradition of animated Christmas on display. Of colorful mannequins coming to life for a few minutes atop a store window ledge. A 50-year tradition, never faltering, born from a man's labor of love and dedication to share the spirit of Christmas with the public.
The display actually began as a gimmick of the store to attract customers and pedestrian traffic to look at our display window. The first display there was a belly dancer, and it was made of plaster of Paris. So plaster of Paris is very heavy. So we were limited on the elevation or the movements.
The year was 1948. Alex Rosario was the young president of a family-run department store along Rizal Avenue in Manila's old commercial district. The store was known as Manila COD, or Cash on Delivery, and measured 230 square meters. Little did he know that his makeshift marketing plan would eventually grow so popular that it would become one of the most anticipated yearly holiday traditions of Filipino families.
Okay.
However, later on, we found out that it really attracts people there. So we went further to making the display with more mannequins at the window, more movement. When we moved into Cubao, I had the architect design a building that has a large and long legs, which was about 50 meters. And there we expanded it. That was the first grand display. And we brought out themes of the display like the Nativity, the Palo Cebo, Christmas in space, the Muslim festival, and even some fairy tales.
From a small store window ledge along Rizal Avenue to a 1,500 square meter location in Quezon City in 1966, where people of all ages would eagerly flock and gather to watch the animated Christmas display for the next 40 years, each year different from the last one. Each display is a labor of love. The production process is carried out through a whole calendar year, beginning from the concept designs to the carpentry work and construction of the background sets, sometimes replicating churches, houses of varying shapes and sizes, tall city buildings or structures from another universe like intergalactic spacecrafts, to handcrafting each and every mannequin. Each face is intricately painted by hand to create a unique set of features, their hands and limbs carved and structured for unique mechanical movements. The labor-intensive production work culminates at the end of the year, right in time for the chilly Yuletide month of December, when the handcrafted structures are carefully mounted on its final set, on a ledge outside a shopping store for the whole world to see and freely enjoy.
The display is composed of a lot of people. It's not mine alone. It is made of different skills. So we have carpenters, we have painters, we have costume makers, we have electricians, we have plumbers, welders, all kinds of skills. So these people I own the display. The first people in the shop, most of them are dead already.
About 25 to 50 skilled workers are needed to produce the mannequins and their costumes, as well as carpenters, sound engineers, electricians, and plumbers. One member from the original crew of 1957 continues to manage the meticulous production process, overseeing the creation of each mannequin and structure by the detail. Berting Aguirre has been hand-painting the faces of each mannequin for over 50 years. Each pair of eyebrows and lashes, the tint of eye color, the rosiness of the cheeks and ruby red lips is produced by the intricate wand of his paintbrush. Not only does he create a different face, but with his own hands, he creates unique expressions and personalities. Each member of the team is vital. Many of the current members are sons and relatives of the previous generations, having grown up watching their fathers in the workshop, cultivating their own craft through the years.
It is composed of so many skills. And these skills are what the good there and was they learned the skill in the shop. Most of them are out of school youth, but they develop their skills there on animation, painting, mannequin making, all this. It's all there. The ones we have now are the second generation now. Mostly, some of them children of the first generation of workers.
This is not just a mere production crew. This is a family. These are men who were given an opportunity as boys to explore the grounds of a workshop and discover their interests, to learn under the mentorship of their fathers and cultivate a skill until it grows into a passion, a craft of their own.
And I thank God for the loyalty of the people there. If you lose one person, one skill, it's very hard to replace it again. But thank God they're still there.
The completion of each display signifies more than just a job done. A display, once complete and finally mounted, with each mannequin and structure in place and fully functioning, and everything coming alive when the lights shine and the music goes on, is a symbol of every crew member's craftsmanship, dedication, and loyalty. The sight of throngs of spectators flocking to watch the display. Young and old, families and friends, their faces bright with wonder and enjoyment, even for just a few minutes, is in itself a symbol of achievement. Perhaps it is this dedication that has kept the tradition of the Christmas on display alive each year for half a century. Despite revolutions in time and history and the ever so volatile shifting economy and climate.
Magellan and Smith. And perhaps the greatest gift the visitors gave.
We have done about 30 different themes of display already. And this has been going on for 40 years in COD, and this will be our 10th year in Green Hills. So this year will be the 50th anniversary of the display. And the display this is year to year, uninterrupted. And through the grace of God, there were typhoons, there were rain. But the miracle there, I think, is every time we open the display, the rain stops. Or it begins when the display is already finished.
In 2002, after 40 years in the Manila COD Mall in Quezon City's Araneta Center, the display moved to its new home in Green Hills Shopping Center, where it still continues to run its yearly shows.
I'm very grateful that Green Hills, through the late owner, Mr. Rafa Ortigas, for taking up the legacy of the display. And if it were not for them, the display would not have been possible now.
Kaawaan ka ng Diyos, ining.
The Christmas on display is a labor of love. The love for a craft, the love for Christmas, the love for family. And for Alex Rosario, who has dedicated 50 years of his life to offering this Christmas treat to the public, it is indeed a lifelong love for his countrymen.
We only want to perpetuate the tradition and the culture of the Filipinos, to give a little of Christmas, and again to revive the spirit of Christmas in every person.
The Manila COD, a timeless Filipino Christmas legacy.